What's up? What's up, y'all? Polo Sports Talking Entertainment. The game isn't quite over yet, but I think we know the results um, that's about to take place as the Celtics have defeated the Milwaukee Bucks in blowout fashion. What's up with it, y'all? I see y'all in the building. Uh, True the King, see you in here. True Viking, Celtics Nation. Now, I do want to say this, okay? I want to say this. You got to take your hats off to both teams. Now, I know a lot of people have been complaining about the officiating on both ends. Uh, from what I saw today, that was very evident. Not going to get into that. Not going to take away from the Celtics victory because they pretty much uh, neutralized the key players on the floor, and it was the same and similar result as it was the previous game in terms of the Bucks down the stretch and their shooting and their inability to capitalize. Oh yeah, and uh, I think we had a bet going. Uh, I think we had a bet going. I saw it in the comments. I think True Viking had a bet going on with Gene. And Gene, if you're out there, if you're listening, I think you got to pay up, buddy. So, uh, True, you can put your Cash App in the comment section for Gene, for Gene or exchange or do whatever y'all need to do. Um, Giannis did what he could do, man, and he established a first player uh, in NBA history to have 200 points, uh, multiple rebounds and 50 assists. I forget the exact number or whatnot, but he was the first player to do that, and he had I think he had 26 points or 28 points and 20 rebounds, but uh, still his shooting was off in the second half. He was on it in the first half, but he did a tremendous job as he always does, trying to hustle and play D. I felt like he did get robbed on a few calls, but the guys really stepped up for the Celtics, and that was the role players. Listen, y'all True Viking, you criticized Peyton Pritchard. He definitely came through today. Okay, he definitely came through today, and that's why Peyton Pritchard is very important. And I've always told people about Peyton Pritchard. You know, uh, yeah, and I hate to use. I know it's Sunday, and I hate to use the quotes from church, but he may not come when you want him, but he'll definitely be there on time, and that's what happened today. And Grant Williams was the first player today. There was a couple of historical aspects today. Grant Williams, I think he had 25 points to my knowledge. He shot 41%, 7 of 17 from 3 pointers. Definitely was impactful today. And he was the first player, he made the most in game 7 in history today. You said George Hill. Okay. Well, salute to you too, Wilts. Salute to you too. I thought we give salutations around this motherfucker, but salute to you too, man. Make sure you go subscribe to the Will Strong Show. But it was a collective effort. Of course, Jason Tatum. He did it on all ends. He was a real good all around game. And then Marcus Smart. Look, I know a lot of people don't like Marcus Smart, but as I've told people before, uh, you know, he gets a little dramatic with it and everything, but he did an excellent job today. Uh, and they played as a team. You said Miami is gonna beat Boston. Well, no. I got Boston win. I got Boston winning. And I said that if you go back and you go listen to that stream, you go listen to the previous stream. Boston. I said that Boston will win, and the reason is because it they're gonna they're gonna pose they're gonna pose more of a. I think that Boston poses more of a matchup problem, just in my personal opinion. They got they got two physical guys, especially if you got Robert Williams available. If you have Robert Williams available, I don't think Boston has the. I mean, Miami has a chance. Who do I have as the X factor in the Eastern Conference Finals? It's going to be Al Horford, like always. And see if they if, and see it, also you got to realize this: Miami doesn't have Kyle Lowry at full strength if he does come back, and that's a crucial thing, especially with the hamstring. So we got to look at it. We got to look at it from that angle too. But congratulations to the Boston Celtics for knocking off the champs. Now, uh, Too Raw for TV. He mentioned something earlier. Okay, and shout out to Too Raw. He did mention something to this effect. He said that not having Chris Middleton definitely showed, and I definitely agree with him. Chris Middleton could have been utilized in terms of the shot making, in terms of taking some of the pressure off of Giannis, and on the defensive end. I maintain that. So we have what's up with it, T Price? We gotta. This is the thing here that I don't think people are really understanding. Okay, now if they don't have Kyle Lowry, they're not gonna win the series. I know people are gonna bring up Max Strus. Of course, I like Bam. I've been a fan of Bam, but they need that leadership of Kyle Lowry. And I know people are gonna mention Tyler Hero and everything, but they need Kyle Lowry at full strength. They need him. What's up with it, Scrub? I see you in the building. They need him at full strength in order to be somewhat decent. But like I said, Boston does. They're physical, they're rugged, and a lot of people don't understand that Boston can run too. I've been talking about Boston the entire season. I've been talking about Boston for their ups, and I've been talking about their downs too as well. Yeah, I already said that, Braxton. Salute to you though. Um, Man, what's up with it, James? I see you in the building, man. That brother James. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Nola Boy Sports and News, man. I hadn't heard from my nigga James in a minute, man. 504 in the building, man. I know he's excited to get down, but they're gonna pose. It's gonna be a good matchup. But James, man, I'm sorry. I know you're a Heat fan, man, but I got Boston in this one. But Texas boy could probably prove me wrong. We got two Texas boys going at it. We got Jimmy Butler and Marcus Smart about to go at it. And if people don't know about uh, Texas, man, one thing that they do is they play both ends of the floor. And Miami is a top five defensive team, and of course Boston was number one, before the playoffs. And Miami's got the number one scoring bench. So it's gonna be an James was right. Bunch of role players. Well, I mean, role players. James knows how I feel about role players. They definitely same. They definitely showed up today. Robert Williams was a role player, and before he got hurt, he was in my opinion, he could have been the defensive player of the year. Mikael Bridges, he's a role player, but he was a candidate for defensive player of the year. Peyton Pritchard is a role player, but guess what? They saved their ass today. So hey, know your role, and like The Rock said, you gotta be able to just shut up and play, and that's what they definitely did today. However, it was the complete opposite for Milwaukee today. It was a complete opposite for Milwaukee today. I'll let a few of y'all. Well, let me see what I got going because we got some people up in here today. Hold on. All right, I'm letting y'all in there, man. Y'all could cook and say whatever is needed, man. I was kind of getting geared up for Dallas and as well as Phoenix. 504, man. What's going on, James?
What's up, Polo? Salute to you on your channel, man. What's happening with you?
How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling better now. But at the end of the day, big win by Boston.
Hmm.
I always talk about them young teams, bro. I told him the Maheen is not scared of him. And I know that Chris Middleton was going to play a part, but I still wasn't trying to switch my pick. And, I was just giving Giannis the benefit of the doubt because they've been there and done that. Now, looking at Boston from that angle, they always was close too. They got a couple of Eastern Conference finals under their belt where they was right there on the edge. You know what I mean? So, like I was telling T Price yesterday, bro, Boston is not quitting. Them people gonna keep coming. You know what I mean? And they can win this series. I said that from jump. I already knew they can pull this shit off, especially when I knew Chris Middleton wasn't gonna be playing. He wasn't coming back. Drew Holiday is a defender. He's not a scorer. He can't go get his own bucket. Now, what I do like about Drew Holiday, when you have to say, look, get inside this paint right here and just raise up and take that shot. He good at that. He because he played physical. He like one of them Gary Payton style guards, but he don't always look to score. His defense got to ignite his offense. You know what I mean? So the Bucks bench players, what it was, all these threes they were talking about were Conley and this and that. Now Giannis struggled too in the second half. Maybe it was the defense, maybe it was his players not hitting the shots. But this ain't was about them. They gone home. Credit to Boston and that coach from San Antonio, because he had a game plan to turn Giannis into a jump shooter. And when he couldn't get inside that paint, and you couldn't get it to them 3-point shooters to get them that real look. And Boston was collapsing, contesting the Al Horford, the Pritchards, the Williams. The ball was getting back out there quick because Giannis wasn't getting in the teeth of the defense to really collapse it. And then he started to get into foul trouble. Dog, it got bad. I'm talking about. I seen the avalanche about to come, but I wasn't about to jump off the ship though because I already picked the Bucks for their experience, and I gave them a shot because they won that shit last year. But other than that, man, salute to all the Celtics fans. They did their thing, and I'm proud of them, dog, because they stuck to what they believe in. It's their turn, bro. Now they gotta face the Heat. The only thing about it, the Heat got a culture of Pat. You heard what Jimmy Butler, that nigga ain't was to say Coach Eric Spoelstra. That nigga said Coach Pat Riley. So
Right.
what I'm saying is the man got jury, baby. We got jury too. So let's see what it do. I want to see the trilogy between them, the Bucks and Miami. I hope the Bucks will come back strong. Chris Middleton, you got time to rest, get your knee right or whatever it is. So
Hey
Giannis, go get
James.
your break. Huh?
Hey James. You my age, right? And you remember the
Yeah.
show Cheers, right? Where did Cheers take place in? It took place in Boston, man.
Yeah, in
And I
Boston.
was about to get on here and be like, sometimes you gotta go, but I ain't gonna do that shit.
Everybody,
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
But man, nah, you was hitting on some good points. Now, as far as Drew Holiday, man, and I'm gonna let Young go in just a second, but I like them
yeah.
key
Go ahead,
points that
bro.
you
I,
was
I wanted to
touching on.
come kick it with you. I ain't been messing with you in a minute, bro. Working,
Man,
dealing
you
with
know
my
what the
son's
fuck they doing.
situation.
You
So
know
I,
what the
I
fuck
see what
they
they doing. I
You know
see.
what they doing. They trying to break us up, but I'm here to let y'all know I fuck with James. And matter of fact, go listen to that previous stream when I was talking about that Buffalo shooting and what we was talking about a while back about building shit and being prepared, all that shit. But I ain't gonna go down that road. Now with Drew Holiday, his game, like you said, it has taken a step back in terms of his offense because when he was before he got to Philly and New Orleans, and even when he was with UCLA, he was actually known as a scorer. Coming out of high school, he was one of the highly recruited guys in that draft. But like you said, he's turned into his calling card has been defense. Now, you was right about Giannis. In the first half, he had scored and assisted, I think, of 24 out of the 26 points in which the Milwaukee Bucks had made or whatever. After that, they neutralized him because I think he ended up going like 10 or 26 or some shit like that. But he did grab 20 rebounds, so he was getting it done on both ends. Listen, Budenholzer, uh, he don't have a strategy to save his life. And that was evident in terms of Ima Udoka because they were both under the pop tree. Okay, Ima Udoka, I've said time and time again, besides Monty Williams, even you got to throw Jason Kidd in there, and on
Yeah.
top of that, what you call I'm a Udoka or whatever. They are they're adjustment guides, so they know how to adjust to anything. And Ama Udoka has been able to do that. He did it with Boston. I mean, he did it with Brooklyn. Took KD out of there, where they called him the greatest scorer and the most skilled duo. Man, they were a no-show, except for with the exception of the last game. But other than that, man, look, they got a big ass test against y'all because y'all got the number one ranked bench in the league at 40.7. And I've said that time and time again, but y'all need Kyle Lowry at least to be at least 80%.
Well, the first game is Tuesday, so he could rest until we go to Boston. That'll be enough time. Man, like I tell people, you got a hamstring. Go get that patch, that sleeve, and get that cream, icy hot. I pulled my shit before, and I pulled it before, and I pulled it on a Monday and still played Saturday. It ain't affect me as bad, but
Hmm.
I still went out there and did what I did. You feel me? I almost scored, but
Hmm.
it was a lot going on. Like, because I was scared I was gonna pop it if I go hard. That be all in the back of your mind, and you want to help your team much as you can. You feel what I'm saying?
Right, right.
So you don't want to feel like
It's a
no, yeah, you don't
psychological
want to feel
component.
like no quitter.
Right, exactly. And that's the same thing that's been going on with multiple players in the playoffs, whether it's Robert Williams, even Joel Embiid. You know what I'm saying? So, JMJ, I got you in here. But so who do you got? Who you got going? Because I got Boston going. If Kyle Lowry was 100%, of course I'll pick your squad. But I just think that Boston will be too physical and too rugged for him.
Yo, what's going on, James?
What's
What's
up,
going
Jam?
on? Man, Frank Williams. Frank Williams there, James. Frank Williams Polo. I said to hit a couple of shots. I said, I'm gonna fall asleep on that. But I said, hold up. Hold up, fam. I went to sleep, woke up. I said, nah, man. Nah, because I was on, you know, uh, you know. I looked at that. I was like, man, I was like, man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. Like a fat man eating boudin sausage. And Jason Tatum wasn't even the leading scorer. And that mess that trips me out the most, man, is that they got another role player they can have. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the defense is defense. You know what I'm saying? But I'm very disappointed in Marcus Smart though. You know what I'm saying? Doing all that flopping and all that mess, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got defensive player of the year. That's like Bill Lane Beer stage. You know what Marcus Smart doing? Yeah, you can play defense, but it just disappoints me with Marcus Smart, man. You know what I'm saying? Play defense like he's supposed to play defense. Stop
I
all that
mean,
flop.
hey, hey, listen, we could cry a river all we want to right now, man. That
Yeah,
shoulda,
it's
coulda,
over
woulda,
with.
that
Yeah,
shoulda, coulda, woulda.
it's
Bro,
over
we
with.
can't do it now. And listen, they were the champs, and they should have been able to get it done. I did feel like Giannis did get robbed on at least two calls. You know, especially the he wasn't the only one that was flopping. Grant Williams flopped too when he tried to move him out of the way. I was like, man, that motherfucker did not move him like that.
Mhm. I don't know if Robert
It's
Williams
over,
played
bro.
a little bit too, though. I don't know if Robert Williams played a little bit. I went to sleep on it, and I woke up and I said, "Whoa, what the hell is going on?" But salute the
What's up with
Boston.
it, Live Wire? I see you in the building, man. What's up with it, man? Ain't heard
That's
from you.
another thing though, Polo.
What's up,
Boston's
bro?
still young, bro. They got some young legs over there. And
Hmm.
if you look at Milwaukee, bro, without Chris Middleton to be there with that scoring punch, oh, they old. Drew Holiday, miles on him. Brooke Lopez. Giannis still just hitting his prime. Young with it, but all them other dudes, they not really no contributors. Wesley Matthews, they hit and miss guys. You know what I mean? So when you look at the shots that they role players was taking compared to the open shot Boston was taking, how they was moving the ball, how they was backdoor cutting, and all that. They just depend on Giannis to bull down like LeBron and kick it to the open shooters, which they wasn't hitting. And then when Boston built that wall after the first quarter, it was over for them, bro. I watched that whole game, bro. I was like, ooh, they about to take this. I said, oh, and
Nah, but
like I
Hey,
say,
Jay,
I picked
hey,
Boston. I picked Milwaukee in seven because of the championship, and I felt like Giannis still had enough. But his role players ain't show up this game, and Giannis ain't show up neither from the second quarter on through. They shut him down too, so it was gonna be hard for them to win that game.
he gonna adjust. Hold on one second.
James.
He's gonna adjust because he's got that type of competitiveness to because his shot got a little bit better or whatever, but he
I
still
agree.
got some work to do or whatever. So I look for him to come back with much more to his arsenal, but they do gotta make a few key moves. Man, Livewire, go ahead, and then after that, Louis, then you go ahead, man.
Hey, shout out to the panel and shout out to Polo. Um,
Man, fuck all that shit, man. Stop being modest, man. Come on.
hey, to be honest
You
with
know
you,
you still disgusted about Chicago, you and Lou. That's
hey,
a shame. We got three Chicago niggas on this bitch. Go ahead,
hey,
Livewire.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
disgusted, but
shoot.
I look
They
for the.
still need to get it together.
Hey,
Chicago just still need to get it together, man.
I think,
You know,
I, honestly, you can appreciate this series, man, because it was a really deep down defensive game between both of them. Um, you just gotta look at Boston and see how what their makeup is, how they started out, against the Nets, and we wonder what they was gonna do against Giannis and the Bucks. But they stayed true to their identity. They didn't waver, and just like my man James said, that Boston's role players stepped up when they needed it the most because everybody knew that Jason Tatum and Brown was going to be the ones that score. Al Horford had that explosion game early in the season, but he didn't do anything else. But he played great, solid defense. So, to my take, man, I said this when this series started. I said whoever wins this series is going to the finals, and I just think that Boston just had Boston's a complete team.
yeah, man. I'm gonna tell you this, fellas, man. It's gonna be crazy Eastern Conference, but the Western Conference puzzle got to be complete first.
Go ahead and go, Lou. And then after that, it's a free for all. What you got on there, Lou?
You know what? For the defending champion to come out like that and lose to Boston like the way they did, that's embarrassing. If you ain't gonna take Game Seven seriously, then you don't deserve to win back-to-back championships. And Giannis, I like you, But what the fuck, man?
And
Like
Buddha,
you
who's
supposed
the
you
truth?
supposed to be the leader of the team. You supposed to be the leader of the team. You supposed to get your guys up and play. When Boston kept doing what they were doing, you supposed to get in your guys' face, come back, come on, play better defense. And you let Grant Williams basically take y'all down today. And Mike
Yeah,
Budenholzer is a
Grant
dumbass
Williams.
coach.
To say, my
Oh,
bad.
Polo, look at this though. Boston shot 25 for 55 from the three, and Milwaukee shot 4 for 33. Boy, you know you're losing that game.
Like you
How
don't
many
make
how many
no
three
you
pointers
don't make
Giannis took?
no kind of
Anybody
defensive
know how many
adjustment.
3-point attempts Giannis took? Because they took 33.
How many, James?
No, I'm asking. I'm trying to find out if they took 33 3-pointers. I need somebody to fact check right now how many 3-pointers Giannis took out those 33. Because that goes to show you nobody
He
was
was
getting.
1 for 4, James.
All right, so he took four
He was
shots
one
and
for four,
all right, he was one for
and he was
four.
10 for 20. He was 10 for 26, man.
And peep this out. The other 31 shots, bruh. The role players, Brooke Lopez, Drew Holiday, which they're not a real good 3-point shooting team, but if Giannis penetrating the defense and getting them open looks, you're supposed to hit that. You practicing, right? This the NBA. But when you got people shrinking the flow and can contest the 3-point line, switch up and make it hard for you, dog, you're gonna shoot poorly from the 3-point line, 'cause especially when people think the Bucks is a good 3-point shooting team. Kindly not that good. Drew Holiday not a good 3-point shooter. Bobby Portis is a streaky. Weasley Matthews, like Ghost Town say, is up and down 3-point shooter. They don't really have no consistent 3-point shooter that can keep all right, like a Ray Allen when Miami signed him. Tyler Hero, they can move to the bench of Duncan Robinson. You know what I mean? You got to have consistency. And one thing the Bucks do, they rely on Giannis too much. So they're gonna have to get younger. They're gonna have to move Brooke
James.
Lopez.
Like they got a great 3-point shooter on the, but bullet head Budenholzer don't play him. Jordan
Hold up,
Ward
who he
is
is, Blue? Who he is?
Jordan Jordan Ward. He's a great 3-point shooter, but bullet head Budenholzer don't want to play him. I
Well,
don't know.
I told you the coaches in this league suck. He talking right now like he about to cry. I don't know, bro. Like his
Like
bad coaching
you got
adjustment.
good young players on that team. You want to sit them on the bench and not play them the whole series. Like let them get some type of experience, playoff experience. Like
Play
get
Giannis
you
back to the basket, feed him in the post. So what? Therefore, he a great
like
passer.
how many
If
times
the
did I say in
defense
the
to left,
comments?
that's a better 3-point shot percentage than him trying to drive and kick. Because if, like I said, they keep building the wall. They're making it hard for him to get in there.
I kept on saying on ticket screen games they need to play high and low, high and low.
Yeah,
But they never did that crap.
Austin made 21 made 3-pointers, most in the game 7. That's ridiculous. And
All
Not
by
only that
I
game,
mean,
they made wide open three
hold
pointers.
on 1 second, hold on. The only people that really shot well for Milwaukee, surprisingly, it was. And listen, I'm gonna say this: White hit one of the most important shots, and he was only 1 for 10.
yeah,
Uh,
facts.
that was
That big
crazy,
three.
but he made a key shot. He hit it with a count. What's his name? Bobby Portis. You know, he took some. He made some ill-advised decision, but he was 4 and 9. But he shot 2 or 3 from 3 pointers. And other than that, I think what's his name was 6 or 12, if I'm not mistaken. He shot 50%. Other than that, everybody was off. But I did like what Brooke Lopez effort, man, because he was very aggressive on the rebounds in the beginning. But after
Yeah,
that, they couldn't do anything. He was a statue in the second half, like James said. My bad, I had to put that in there.
yeah, but you're
hey,
right. Go ahead, y'all.
hey, in a 2-3 zone, something like that, a little bit with Giannis. It's sort of like it, but if they build a wall,
Now they made him a jump
They was
shooter.
in drop. Hey, James, Lou, and JMJ. JMJ, I'm glad you brought that up. And Livewire, they were doing drop coverage, the same shit that they've been doing on Luca
Yeah,
in the Phoenix series.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just drop coverage.
Hey, Jalen Brown and Tatum only lost one game seven. That was in 2018 against LeBron. Though
That's an impressive start. Because guess what? They should be familiar with each other. They done came in the game together. They got drafted to the same team, so they should have built some kind of chemistry. And guess what? With the addition of Marcus Smart being able to hit that open three, you could tell he worked on his game. Say, bro,
Yeah,
that team is scary, man. Like you got, and then Al Horford. You can't say enough about the old man. Veteran, savage veteran. He can still get you buckets here and there. He a hustler. He could move his feet still at that age because he take pride in the game. He loved the game the way he do. So
yeah,
this about to be a big old. I'm talking about Thriller in Manila type. Miami against Boston. I won't see it because remember the last what it was 2 games before the last game of the season. They had to play each other for the top seed, and Miami had to go to Boston, and we pulled it out. So listen, people always talk about regular season don't count it, this and that. I hear you, but this gonna be a slobber knocker right here, bro. I'm talking about Clash of the Titans
I think this
for real.
game 7 right here, though.
James Ross, ain't you? What is you, Jim Ross now that
Yeah, man. Listen, this
James?
about to be the Clash of the Titans because none of these teams ain't about to back down. They hungry, and I like it. Good coaching, good president, top to bottom. Brad Stevenson stepped down for a reason because he must have saw something. So get that man, and look what Udoka did, man. That dude done turned that whole franchise around after that loss to the Knicks. It was
That
the hottest team in the second half, bro, hands down. And no, anybody tell you that they're not keeping it honest, they being biased. Boston was the hottest team after they lost that game, going after the All Star break. They were whipping everybody.
Yeah.
yeah, that was. I think that was the best move Brad Stevens could do. Move to the front office and let Adoka take over.
Yeah,
Nah, he was able to pull something out of the players. Like I said, not numerous times, man. Ima Udoka was able to pull something out of the players that Brad Stevens wanted. Look, it's no disrespect to Brad Stevens. We know what he did in college, and we know what he done. I mean, he has gotten to conference finals. This will be the third time that Boston been to the conference finals. 2 out of the 3, though, with Brad Stevens, that just couldn't get over that hump. Maybe this time Ima Udoka can pull that fire like he been doing on offense and defense for both of them guys. And like James was just saying, hey, this ain't these guys' first rodeo.
it ain't.
Jason
I
Tatum,
seen your
Jason
video,
Tatum did it
Polo.
as a
I'll be
rookie.
checking you out. I give you that likes up, that thumbs up. Cause I remember I seen you did a video on that. This ain't these dudes' first rodeo, Jason Tatum. I seen your video.
2018, James, was it?
Yeah,
With 2018, one of
yeah,
it was 2018. Okay, okay.
Hey, man,
When
good shit, bro. That team
they
ready. They
lost
scored.
Haywood and Kyrie Irving, you know what I'm saying? But they still did their thing against Cleveland, so you know what I'm
Hey,
saying. I think
know what I like though, and I'm gonna give Boston props for this. They got a player that played the game that was under great coaching, and he won championships. So that could prevail within itself, especially because a young team will buy into that. Especially if you got a coach like him that come from a tree like that, he could like Polo just said. He got them. They listening. They buying into what he's saying. So that could propel these dudes, bro. Miami better be ready, bro. I'm telling him to cook the fuck out Django. Yeah. Let that bitch come out and slip it. I'm throwing him on the grill.
all right. You're gonna have one of them Mardi Gras moments in there. Cooks jambalaya,
The only
Zatarain.
reason why I ain't worried, because Jimmy said one thing. He loved
What?
Embiid. He wanted to stay in Philly. And they asked him a question. That boy said, we ain't scared of nobody. We ain't scared of nobody. You seen the interview. So, like I say, this about to be the clash of the Titans, bro. I won't see this 2 young teams. Miami have 7 undrafted restricted free agents on their team, and they still won #1. And like
What's
people
up
say,
with it,
no,
Grinder? What's going down? What's up with it? Ted Cox is going down. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Grinder.
hey, bro, it's
Hey, let
about
me
to go
ask
down
y'all
for
this.
no. This
Let me
about to
ask
be
y'all
one of the
this.
best Eastern Conference finals we seen since when? Give me an Eastern Conference finals about to be lit as this one. For real, for real.
Jays, you think PJ Tucker look at his chops since they let him go instead of Bobby Portis? You think once
Yeah,
again looks
but
at
see,
his chops?
PJ Tucker, I like Bobby Porter, but I know for sure. PJ Tucker gonna bring the D every game. He might not hit every three that he shoot, but Bobby Porter's ain't got the defense intensity like PJ Tucker. That's why they missed that too. If they would have had PJ Tucker, they might have would have won this series. You know what I mean? That's just the difference. And everybody said that soon they lost them. E much ticket. Man, they ain't gonna win it. They done lost PJ Tucker. They ain't gonna win it. So everybody, go off of day by day moves, what happened, who can play, and stuff like that. You only could play. I mean, you only could judge it off with the card they giving us. And like I say, this coach right here, Idoka, man, that's a great coach, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. That dude know what the hell he doing over there. He pushing the right buttons, and they got me scared, bro. I feel like Pinky, but I'm gonna hold my own though. But them niggas got
Hey,
me
hey,
scared.
but do y'all think that Middleton would have made a difference though?
Yeah, he could have made a difference, but
Because
how big of a
everybody been
difference?
talking down on him. Everybody talking about, oh yeah, he can't do this, he can't do that. But I have maintained this, and I've stood on this. They need Middleton for defense.
Yeah, but listen, Middleton, them 18 points, they needed that. Sometimes Middleton will hit you for 20 plus, but I know
Yeah,
for sure
he
he'll give
averaging it
you
though.
18. So that's all Giannis was missing was the second player. He'd have beat Boston. But injuries is a part of the game. You can't use that. You know how we roll. Next man up. They role players play like, all right, look at how Wesley Matthews and them shot the ball. What that was game 5 or 6. He was like 4 for 5 or 4 for something. Conley was going off. He hit big threes. You had Bobby Porter's. They took Brooke Lopez out because Ticket was mad. That's the game they took Brooke Lopez out and they closed it with Bobby Porter's. And Giannis was down like 12 or something. They
No, he
came
was
back and
mad.
took it.
No, he was mad because they left Brooke Lopez
Yeah, he was
in
0
there.
for 3.
Yeah,
No,
and he was giving up
it was
all those
game.
threes. But I'm talking
Game.
about
It
the
was.
next
It was.
game though. Why Mike Booty Hole ain't to come back with the same lineup? He put George Hill in there. That nigga put
No
George
game.
Hill up
No.
in there and messed up the whole motherfucking Florida game, bro.
He
See,
said
that's
Mike.
when you know you can't pronounce that nigga name. You just said fuck it, just call him booty hole. Shit.
He said Mike Booty.
Game four. Game
And the
four.
shit
He
water,
let
man.
Brooke.
He messed up the whole series. The dude, Baby Suge Knight Carter, the dude Carter got defense and he came in and gave you good minutes against who
Yeah,
that was they just beat Chicago and everything. That dude was paused. Not because you think George Hill ready. That dude still messed up from that finals play when he missed that free throw.
yeah, he aging, man. We ain't
Yeah,
talking about Spurs, Indiana, George Hill,
that's what I'm saying. Oh man, why you ain't go with the
or
young Carter?
76ers George Hill.
Go with the young
Yeah,
Carter, man.
yeah. I feel you on that one, James. Like,
Man,
West Virginia, right? Carter, West Virginia, with Bob Huggins, right? You talking about that Carter there, James?
yeah, the little
Talking about
ball
that
head dude
Carter.
look like Suge Knight. But listen, I ain't gonna lie. At first, I ain't like him neither. But he another body that hustle. He play deep, and then when he do get his shot going, I done seen him get off a couple of games. And when he get one going, you got to just see one going, get to the line, get a little easy one going to get in the rhythm or something. Like I
Yeah,
like his game.
Phoenix was missing him.
Oh yeah, that's who he was with too, huh? He
Yeah, he
been a
was with
gun.
Phoenix. He was a Hitman used to talk about him all the time, man. I used to like him, man. I could have used him in Philly, man. He's
Yeah,
a
he a hustler.
consistent. He get it from the mid range and he'll get it from the 3 pointer, and he
Yeah,
and
he
he
a
snap it.
hustler.
Yeah, but what they gonna do with Buddha man? What they gonna do with Buddha? What they gonna do with Buddha?
they're gonna
I don't
probably
know,
bring
bro.
his
You got
ass
to
back
think, bro.
again
They need
next
to
year.
get some of these young players. Sam Cassell sitting on the bench. You got players that won't coach, that still want to be around the game. But I think it's that player empowerment done pushed them so far away because it's too much money involved now. Them dudes got all that money. They big headed and they calling their own shots. They bossing up. So I just hope they get some more coaches like Idoka, Eric Spoelstra that came from the tree as a film man or whatever he did. Now he learned the game. Look, nobody ain't talking about Eric Spoelstra. That dude ain't supposed to be no coach. But him being under the right system, him being in that system for so long, look what kind of coach he is. He got the third or the fourth winningest coach. Like, come on, man, you gotta. That should stand for something. And he ain't got no super. He did a super team like in 4 years, but he ain't really asked for that. That was like a Pat Riley move and a team player thing because the players got all the power. They clicked up. Look, we gonna go here. First, it was supposed to be Chicago. They wind up going to Miami or whatever. So If it was up for Spoelstra, the dude done went back to the finals without the super team, and he done made it to Eastern Conference Finals. With a
Yeah.
possibility of going again. So get some of these coaches in here and get man. Listen, I think coaching is the major problem. I bet said that. Some of these coaches just be costing them dudes the game, running these dudes. Remember Steve Nash last year, Polo, when he ran Kevin Durant? This man couldn't get a break, bro. Only time he got a break was in timeout of the commercial. You ran this man 100 and something minutes straight, dog.
But
Ain't get this man not
but
1 minute of nothing.
that's what happens when you grandfather them motherfuckers in. You got people in there waiting for jobs that's been in the coaching circus for quite some time. Sean Marks,
Uh-huh.
he was all frustrated in the press conference and stuff. I'm like, well, part of the blame goes on you. You the one that grandfathered that motherfucker in.
Yeah, X. See, that's that friendly vibe stuff, Polo. Keep your friends out of personal business, especially if you're trying to build a dynasty or win. You know, you gotta just get the right person for the job. If you want your friend to be successful, you pop him off and give him a smoothie king business or something. Open up a church's fund. I don't know. Even get him away from basketball. Some of these dudes don't know how to put butter on bread because they so plugged in the family tree. You got Kurt Rambis and his wife all in the mix. That's what I don't like, man. That's dog. And some of these dudes got to pay for that. Some of these dudes got to go out here and play under all that scrutiny and with all that pressure on them. You know what I mean? So that's why I blame the front office and the coaches. I don't be liking to ride the players all the time because
And you know,
as you can
Stoudemire
see,
gone. He left and he voiced his opinion about Kyrie. What's up, Robert Bruce? What's going down?
yeah, I noticed that Polo. Now he all on there with Jalen Rose now and
Yeah,
Stephen A in the
he ain't with
morning.
Brooklyn no more. He was like he voiced his opinion about Kyrie. He said pretty much if Kyrie would have been there more, they would have established more chemistry.
And that's the
Yeah.
truth though. That's the truth.
Hold up. Did Melvin Gordon get traded?
Yeah, he signed with the Dolphins.
Melvin Gordon?
Yeah, he signed with the Dolphins.
The Dolphins trying to load up, huh?
Yeah, they trying to
What?
build around Tua, give him some weapons so he won't
You sound kind
struggle.
of far away, bro.
For me, yeah. Hold on
No,
for me.
I heard what he
Livewire,
said.
you
He said
sound
they're
kind of
trying to
far away,
give
bro.
him some weapons,
So the
surround him
Broncos,
with some
so the
weapons.
Broncos let him go? Oh
Yeah,
shit.
say brother, bruh,
Real strong. What's up with it, man? What's going down?
What's good, Polo? What's good? What's good? Everybody on the panel, man. Everybody in the chat, man.
coaching, bruh, coaching, man. Fire
For real.
Mike Budenholzer need to be with Terry Stossett. Cause just think about it.
Exactly. Exactly,
If
man.
it weren't for Giannis' will to win and the defense that they was playing, that dude not no motivator. He ain't gonna pull the right strings, and he showed them how to make coaching adjustments. You know what I mean? So them three strikes right there should never get you no job, in my opinion. Because
Mhm.
like we just brought it up. Polo, you said it first because you noticed it, and I noticed it too. The dude in Boston, if he tell them do something, they gonna buy into the system. They gonna do what he said.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Like
That's
part of me
crazy.
feel like Giannis could have gotten some of those guys' faces during this game.
Now Giannis was
Yeah,
man.
just like he did
Giannis looked
last year
tired though.
against Phoenix, man. He should have got in them motherfuckers' faces, man,
For
and
real.
told
Man,
them
you know that's
this is
tiresome,
a
dog. The
game
way Giannis
seven,
play,
man.
dog. If you
Huh?
take a beat like that for 7 games, boy, you're gonna be wore out in that 7 game. That's why he looked like he ain't had no lift. He was hiding on the 3 point line. He couldn't do nothing. He done did all he can. He see his role players not hitting no shot. There ain't no excuse, but dog, you got to get cooked, my nigga. You're gonna get cooked tonight, boy. Boy, they gonna fry. I'm
You
gonna fry
damn right he
your ass.
got good cook.
I'm gonna fry his ass.
Word. He that
Giannis
kind
ain't getting off that easy, dog. Cause like I said, you should have been developed that shit. You should have been got in them dudes' ear. That's what I say about leadership, Blue too. Talk, man. Get out there. Nobody ain't saying nothing. Boston was doing whatever they wanted this game. Y'all saw that?
yeah, everybody was
Yeah,
hitting all them threes,
yeah.
man.
That's too
Uh-oh.
wide open. We can
Uh-oh.
stand on there like a bus stop.
7-8
Word.
going off.
I can't feel sorry for him, bro.
What's his name? George Hill, man. Like, why you play George? That's what fucked up Game 6, man. Why you play George Hill all the minutes, man?
And
That's what I'm
George
saying right
Hill
there.
together,
And
bro.
why the
George
hell
Hill.
is Grayson Allen on the court in the first place? He wasn't giving y'all. He wasn't giving them nothing.
But Grayson
Okay.
Allen showed up in that Bulls series. But look, the
Yeah.
Bulls got defense, but they was banged up too though. So at the end of the day,
He
Giannis, they was
definitely was
too
banged
small
up.
for Giannis. Giannis was getting in that and kicking it to him. Now that was wide open threes. So that's why you had Grayson Allen gone off for 24 points. But see, when you got a defensive minded team like a Boston or Miami that can switch, that can get back on the 3-point shooters and contest some of those shots, you're gonna shoot 4 for 33. Period. I don't care who you is.
Shit.
Let's say Milwaukee's window, I think, will open for a few years, but they need.
Like
That's
they
it.
want
These
to, like
motherfuckers
they
here, man.
probably gonna have a
These
good opportunity
motherfuckers
next year to win championship. Like they window ain't gonna be closed no time soon. It just
and Budenholzer and Budenholzer got more sense that you should move the ball like when he used to be at San Antonio, man. That's what Budenholzer need to do, man. You can't play no Giannis did kick out to the open shooter and they Coda they're a Coda with an Eskimo with an igloo, and you know what I'm saying, kick it out somewhere else. You know what I'm saying. You don't have to make no. You had 7 assists in the first half. That's cool, but you know,
What's his name?
Giannis
Let's
Cooper
see.
need to get it together, bro. I'm telling you that right now. You know what I'm saying? And get your boys together, man, for this another run, man. So
I ain't gonna lie, Giannis needs that break, bro. Ever since Middleton went down, he had to pull all the weight. Cause them dudes, like I said, he got hit and miss dudes. So we already, I just gave him the benefit of the doubt. But like I told people, Boston don't count him out. People always talking about 4, they were talking about 5, they were talking about 6. I said, boy, y'all is crazy. This bitch is going 7. I told him it was going 7.
yeah,
Yeah, that shit could have been done in 6, man. It was a better coach.
Yeah,
Milwaukee
they
had a
could have beat him earlier than that, but like I say,
yeah,
Mike Booty Hole, man, coaching
yeah,
matters.
exactly.
That nigga Stillwater, man, that nigga ain't did nothing. And look, Grant, that dude Grant, this is second game going off like that in this series. Tell me a time that Giannis had anybody go off like Grant Williams did for Boston Celtics. Anytime in this series. Don't worry, I'll wait.
Nah,
Name one.
not a damn thing. Then,
shit's sad, man. Shit's sad.
I'm saying, name me a dude in this series that helped Giannis that scored 27, 10 for 22, 7 for 18, and 6 rebounds. Hey, any one of those games that he just played Boston in, he ain't got no help like that. For him to even go game 7 with this team, bro, was remarkable. But they still got to get cooked. You know, next man up. Boston did their thing, and they did what they were supposed to. They saw you was handicapped, and they beat your ass. Period. If that was you on that TV, you got your ass beat.
yeah, salute to y'all, James,
Nigga, anyway.
Tam, and Polo, man. I'm gonna let y'all go, man. Watching this damn news about this what's it called?
So what
That's
time the Phoenix Suns game start?
8 o'clock, man. 8 o'clock, I think it is.
salute to y'all, man. And
Salute,
y'all have a
man.
good one, man.
Uh,
Brad
yeah,
Williams had 2 games like that too. Like I said, one of them games he did it in game 2, and I remember Ticky saying, "You think he gonna shoot like that again?" I was like, "Man, I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying." But Giannis had a poor shooting game in the first 2 games. They got a split out of Boston. Remember, they held Giannis in the 30s. Giannis wasn't having no great games. He had to work hard for them points, boy. That
oh,
shoot percentage was low, 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 but he was still getting 40, still getting 30, double doubles and almost triple doubles.
Yeah, they made him work for his
Yeah, they
points.
made that boy work, man, and that's all you got to do. All the greats make him work and wear him out. Giannis couldn't even get up for the second attempt on a rebound when he missed the shot because he was too low. I was looking at that, I was like, yeah, they got him.
Yep.
And then they built that wall. Soon to get in there, try that little floater, that little hook, he was hitting and missing, hitting and missing, hitting and missing. I seen some of the 3-point shooters. I mean, shots that Milwaukee took. Boy, it was brick city. Them
man, it
things
was
ain't have a
bad.
chance.
It was terrible watching that shit. I'm like, what the
You
fuck,
had
y'all?
to, oh, Will, you seen some of those shots? I
Yeah,
guarantee you, I could have plucked at least one or two of them.
what's
Dog, them
that?
bitches were hitting the side of the rim.
Man,
Dog, them bitches were hitting everywhere but the right place. I'm talking about they was slapping that bitch, the side of the backboard. I said,
all right.
Lopez shot one from the top of the key. I ducked. I was inside and had to duck. I thought it was about to come through the TV. It comes so
Man.
quick. Boston get that transition. The boy missed a rebound, kicked it back out to Marcus Smart. He in the corner, just set up again like a practice shot, and then he banged down one. Boom! I said, "Oh, they're not hustling. They're not rotating. Yeah, they done. They
Nah,
done."
Celtics just hot, man. Everybody hitting threes, like you said, smart, man. Tatum, man. What's his name? Pritchard, little ass Pritchard, act like he was doing some A1 crossovers and shit. Step back hitting threes, like what the fuck? You got Grant Williams who like Mr. Moss, nigga, hit all them threes. Like, damn, man.
Man, it's
Yeah, man.
about to be a war in this Eastern Conference Final. I gotta call Pat Corleone, man. Let me get my phone book. I
Yo,
gotta
yo, yo,
call
yo,
him
yo, yo, yo,
and
you
tell
already
him
know it, bro.
Boomtown is on its way. Y'all better be ready. We got 2 days to get ready.
Man, I'm going for your team, man. Fuck that.
Bro, what's the day? Sunday? Yeah, we got 1 day because Tuesday's up there. We've been resting since when? Saturday or Friday or something like that. So we got a little rest up on our belt. Don't play Kyle Lowry unless need be. You dig? I think we can go out there, and I do agree that's a big miss at the point guard position, as far as being a good flow general, setting people up. But the way we move the ball, nigga, we don't need no flow general like that. We don't want the ball to stick. We just want to keep it moving. And if Jimmy can stay doing what he's doing, he could get his name back. Right now, he the Django. And nigga playing like Draymond Green. Look, he
Push.
averaged 21 points in the regular season, but check out his numbers in the postseason.
Nah, y'all got a better team, man. Y'all got the home court
I
advantage.
just like how he elevated his game, though, Wills. If you're a 21-point scorer, now you going up to 30 in a postseason. You the y'all the only team that
Yeah,
have y'all have 7 opponents under 100 points. Y'all the only team in the playoffs to do that.
yeah, it's a
For
fact.
real.
That's a
Now take
fact.
but think of who we played though. Ice Tree. Atlanta got a solid team, even though we beat them 4-1 or something like that. They still was playing hard. They could erupt any time. You know why Ice Tree and them could get hot from behind a three. So even though we took him out the game, they still was getting good shots, keeping it close. But like I say, we're a good defensive team too. We could switch it up. And I'm glad we got Deadman back. Then we got Morris, the Morris twin. We still got him on ice.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So at least Jimmy Butler, if y'all want to say they got Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown, shit, we got Victor Newman and Jimmy Butler. Victor Newman know what it
Exactly.
do.
Or
Victor
plus
Newman
Tyler
been in that fire before. He went to war with LBJ before. Game 7. A goal 10 away from going do something himself, leading his own team. I know he had a big injury and all that, but he playing good right now. See, that's what I'm saying. We got ice picks. Y'all coming out here with them butter knives. Let's just not keep knocking these people like they're not doing it the right way too. Look, they showing that bubble championship and that bam block on Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum thought he was about to win that bam block. Get that out of here. So this round 2 with us, we beat them in a bubble. So now this round 2. I wanted that trilogy. So it look like we beefing with everybody. We beefing with Milwaukee and Boston now.
shit. Or plus y'all got the threes, man. Y'all got the threes to contest with the Celtics, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas want to
Everybody
hit
want to
threes.
be on South Beach, man, with their little flip flops on. It's
So
a pretty day out there in Miami. I wish I could go visit every now and then, but I'm about to do all that driving. I'm way in H Town. And
shit.
I ain't getting on no planes at all. My feet need to be on the ground.
Man, I'll still visit. Man, Miami Beach, man. Shit. Hell yeah, I'll still visit.
It's gonna be then Grant Williams had a better game than Tatum and Brown. But
Yeah,
look,
man,
Pritchard
they got
Pritchard showed
spot.
up big with 14 points. Pritchard hit him
Yeah.
with 5 rebounds and 3 assists. So it was a team effort.
Yeah.
I guess home field advantage do matter, huh?
Yeah, basically.
It depends on if you got a nice team and you know what to do to win. You ain't gonna beat yourself. You're not the type of team to beat yourself. Home field advantage do play a big part. But if you the type of team to beat yourself, and like I say, man, Boston been the hottest team after the All-Star break. Them dudes is for real.
No, you gotta
They
give
got
credit to the coach, man. You gotta give credit to that coach. I don't like that nigga because he got Nia Long, but you gotta give credit to that coach, man. Shit.
yeah, he know what he's doing. He know what he's doing. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
I gotta call Pat, man. Let him know, man. This nigga he's serious, man. Like, man, everybody keep it together. You see what I'm saying? You can't
Or
be out there
he
slipping.
Popovich. He came from Popovich. Yeah, man. Shit crazy.
But if you look at Pat and look at all the ranks Pat got as a player, coach, and president, I mean, man, Pat got way more ranks than Popovich. Pat is the godfather. We
Yeah,
just know
yeah, yeah.
Popovich because he's still in the league. But if you go back and check Pat Riley, man, Pop ain't got nothing on no goddamn Pat Riley.
Nah.
Hell no.
Pat Riley
And not in
crazy,
my
huh?
book. Not in my book. And I could be wrong, but everybody like their coach who they like. But man, Pat Corleone is that nigga, boy. He got every team he went to, he got to the finals. Damn near.
Yeah,
Every
including
team he
my
was a part of.
plus my Knicks. Yeah, that '94 finals, man.
Yeah, so if you got the players to get the job done, yeah, they gonna get it done.
Or
You see what I'm saying? But that 94, that Elijah Wine was on a mission, huh? I don't know, brother.
man,
That
no,
little
not his dad.
African went
John
crazy.
Starks, man. John Starks fucked it up too, man. That nigga started missing
Oh
threes, man.
yeah, I remember that. He didn't even show up that series though, Wills. I ain't gonna lie.
Shit, that shit was crazy.
But that's the one Pat blowed that layup too. Something he missed something.
Yeah, yeah, he was fucking up too. Yeah, he was
What's
fucking
the
up.
one that was Pat missed the layup or something?
No, that was against the Pacers, I think, when he missed a layup, right?
Oh, I know it was one of them.
Yeah,
Say, bro,
yeah,
look
the
how
Pacers.
wide open these threes is. These dudes got time to set their feet, bunny
Yeah,
hop, then pull it. I'm looking at these highlights and look at Milwaukee. They scrambling. They don't know. Dog, they look like roaches when you cut on the light, running off the bridge and left on the counter. Man, them dudes look chapped.
or they got scared to start putting their head down and shit. I'm like, why y'all putting your
Giannis
head
missing layups. Boy, I just seen Giannis miss about 4, 5 layups. Then he shoot
down? Yeah,
brick hooks.
hell yeah.
Look at they defeated right now, though. I know they going home mad like a mug. Oh, these dudes is wide open shooting threes, bro. Ain't no. The next dude is on the near corner.
Drew Holiday was trying too, man, but damn, he couldn't do it like that.
Pritchard got the rebound, kicked it back to Marcus Smart. He's sitting there wide open, waiting for the bus to come. He, yeah, there was a beat down.
Brook Lopez can't guard nobody. That
To
motherfucker
me,
can't.
where they should have. To me, this is what I'd have did. Brooks started the game off hot, so once you saw that you was winning the point game, the paint point games, they was up by like 9 or 10, 20 to 11 or something like that, or 20 to 10. Man, I'd have put Giannis on one block, put Lopez on other block, fed the post. It did backdoor cuts like top of the screen action motion to get better open shots for the 3 pointers. Cause I done seen dudes go on the road and take the crowd out because they was wide open.
Facts,
The
facts.
Bucks couldn't get no spacing, bro, and that would kill them. Once they found out how to take Giannis out there after that first quarter, oh, they couldn't get no spacing to get no good looking shots, so they went to pressing and forcing that, trying to dribble and step back and like they James Harden. That's not your game. Boy, you know you're about to make that. You
Word.
know what I mean? You really a set shot shooter. You know what I mean? Some people could come off a curl and just raise up like a Kyle Korver, but they ain't got that many in this league. Them dudes' feet got to be together, and they got to be a jump shooter, a set shooter. But how you gonna do that, Wills, when Giannis not creating the space that y'all need to get those shots off?
Yeah, for real.
Good coaching strategy, man. That dude from Boston, I'm telling you, he got me feeling like Pinky right now. Ooh, boy, I'm scared like a
Uh,
mother.
it's
But I'm gonna hold my
Nah,
own, dog. I'm gonna hold my shit, though.
crazy.
This,
This
this,
first year coaching. That's crazy, man. Doing this
this
thing.
might go 7 games, too. I'm looking at 7 all day just because of the strategy and the way these two teams play. They match up good. We got the depth to go against their depth. But at the end of the day, like Polo said, we got the number one bench scoring. Only thing I don't like about our bench, we don't show up on the road. It goes to show you in Philly. They showed up on the road in Atlanta. You know what I mean? Because that's like the playing number 8 seed against the number 1 seed. You're supposed to beat them 5-1. But the harder the
What
conference get, the harder
what's supposed
the
to be
playoffs
there?
go. It's gonna be hard for them dudes to do the same shit over and over. So you're gonna have to switch it up a little bit. The role players gonna have to play big. We played poorly against Philly at their house. That's how they was able to come tie the series up. You know what I mean? So we made some adjustments. Kyle Lowry tried to gut it out much as he can, but the adjustments that we made, that's the adjustments I needed to see. That's why Jimmy Butler said, "Man, we ain't scared of nobody. Whether it was the Bucks or Beantown, we want all the smoke. Want all the smoke."
Yeah, they
This
really
got
got.
7 games written all over. Wills, what you say?
Um,
You
damn
think it's
man.
going less than 7?
To me, I wanted to be Heat and 6, man. But you got a point, man. It really might be 7. That's why I hope it don't be, man. Because it's a game 7, man. We want to see no shit like this today, man. We want to
I'm
see
saying
nobody get.
we ain't gonna beat them in no 6 or no 5 unless some tragic happen. Not like no death or nothing, but it got to be a turnover, suspension, a COVID protocol. And you know how they play games, but I don't see it. If they just let this thing rock out, y'all need that money back from the last 2 years by losing all that money because of the pandemic. Let them two dudes rock out. Let them go full strength. You feel what I'm saying? I want to see this matchup because we went 2-2 with them in the regular season, something like that. So it's gonna
Yeah,
be a chess match. I won't see it. I won't see it.
man,
I'm mad
yo, yo,
you ain't.
yo,
Go
yo,
ahead.
definitely as long as y'all go to the finals and beat these niggas, man. Because you know how I feel about Boston anyway, man.
It ain't gonna
Nah,
be easy. It ain't gonna be
yeah,
easy.
it's
And
not gonna
I
be
wouldn't
easy.
want it easy anyway. I don't want nothing easy. You ain't gonna enjoy it. But if you go out there and sweat, work for it, you'll cherish it more. Because you ain't just about to just mess over that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But when it's easy, shit, I break that bitch so I can get another one.
word.
I ain't doing all that.
What up, fellas?
What's up, Blue? Hey, that dude, Drew Holiday, went 0 for 6 from the tree.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was surprised, man. Like, damn.
I told you.
He struggled on the offensive end too.
Yeah, he had 21 points, but he took 21 shots.
Yeah.
I
That 0
mean,
for 6 crazy.
he was taking some ill advised shots, but he was getting to the line, so I can't fault him.
Well, he was bricking. I seen it.
Somebody got to.
Somebody.
But yeah, that's a good point that James about Holiday. You said Peyton Pritchard came in and knocked down. Boy, I told people about Peyton Pritchard, man.
Nah,
I
nah, but it's crazy how he came out of nowhere, just boom. And all of a sudden, he think he Jason Williams and shit, hitting
can't be
step back threes.
out there. He was inefficient the last couple of games. That motherfucker was pretty shoot. We talking about 90% in game.
Yeah, shit
Hey,
crazy.
James and Wilkes.
What's up?
Yeah, yeah.
Polo already did this for me. Can y'all do me a favor?
What's up?
Can you share my last video on my channel?
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
because I'm gonna be doing a whole lot of football videos to the season start. I'm probably gonna do one on Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all. Hey, look, I know Will said he been a little busy, but you already know what they trying to do. Me and James we talked about it. Of course, Luke, we talked about it yesterday. They trying to break everybody else. Trying to break our aches and stuff because they know that we on top. But I, hey, James is my solid cop. Ticket TV, that is my first pick. Nigga, the LWC is the ESPN. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna try to do everything that they can to try to break. Drop your channel in my link, whatever. You know, I'm always constantly putting y'all shit out there. Even if don't nobody, come up in this bitch, you still gonna shout everybody out.
Man,
They got
they need.
echo.
I think it might be me. Let me come back in and out.
Yeah, Lou, that was you when you came in.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear nothing Polo said.
You didn't hear nothing?
And I
Now
couldn't
what
hear
you
that.
saying? Cause they had
No.
that echo.
Oh, okay. No, what I was saying basically, that's what we were talking about earlier. You know, you had actually mentioned it the last time we talked, James. Wilkes, I don't know if this happened to you. Grinder said it happened to him too. Like you told me that you wouldn't get my video until like a few days later. I'll
Yeah.
I'll go and it'll say live,
Yeah.
James,
Yeah.
and that you know that it'll be like, hey, that was streamed like 2 days ago,
That's what
and
mine be doing. When you on that real shit like we be on, I told you
That's
that, Polo. That's
that's
why
crazy.
I told you I saw that video that you did about Jason Tatum, like this not his first rodeo. I'm like,
right.
man, I be at work just be trying to find something to listen to. You know what I mean? And that them niggas be playing with a nigga shit. So that's another reason why I'm bad to drive video, because I don't like niggas playing with me, bro. So, I ain't gotta do it anyway. I told Ticket I ain't gonna do that shit. But they consist on it with the true hurt and all that. So I be fucking around with it when I won't fuck around with it.
All they gonna do,
Yeah,
listen,
that's fucked up.
they there's motherfuckers that's gonna sit up there, James, on the ESPN network and Fox network. They gonna listen to James, steal his content. They gonna listen to
So
Chicken, steal
word,
his content. They gonna go to Wilkes, steal his content. They gonna go to Lou Ryder,
man.
steal his content. They're like, no, they won't. No, they won't. Yes, they will. They gonna go to Blue Blood TV, Blue Blood Boxing. They gonna steal his content. Monty Brown, steal his content. Everything boxing
Yeah,
report, 7, 8, everybody. T Price,
Yeah.
even movie Showtime, yada yada. They go everybody stealing their content, and then they want to try to break us up.
well, you know one thing, I'm gonna stand 10 toes down. That's how I met
And Lou said,
everybody. And y'all ain't never did me nothing for me to turn my back on none of you guys. I like what
Word.
y'all doing with your channels. I like how they growing. I like the content y'all put out because I'm tired of listening to them lying about their favorite player all day. Cowboys, Tom Brady,
Facts.
the Lakers. Man, get out of here, man. I'd rather talk to y'all,
Just
bro.
like
Word.
I've been like I got like 485 videos I have done in live, and I'm not at 1,000 subscribers yet.
Yeah,
Something
they
don't seem
playing
right.
with you. They
Man, shit
playing with
crazy.
you. I
Word, to be
told you
fucking with my
that.
to be fucking with my shit too, man. Shit crazy.
Man, 'cause look at LB, boy. LB be smoking the politics and all that. Boy, every time he get on live, that boy will never have over 10 people. I know they playing with his channel.
For real, man. For real.
I'll go, and like I told Lou James, and I already told you this before too, and Wilkes know this too. Man, I'll go from like there'll be like 78 people, then there'll be like 100, then like the next
Mm-hmm.
couple weeks it'd be like nine, two people in here. Then all
Shit.
of a sudden, okay, James come out of nowhere, and they want to think, oh, okay, well James, how come you ain't been here, or something like that. No, I know it's not James. You be like, hey, I'm sorry, I haven't been here or anything like that. There'll be numerous people emailing me, hey, I want you to know I'm not getting your notification. So
Mm.
I know what the hell they doing, and they shadow banning Two Raw, and they shadow banning Luke.
It's crazy.
I'm freaking out on that shit. Fuck that shit, man. I
See, I
fuck
don't
with
be
everybody.
knowing about all that. I don't be knowing what
Yeah,
shadow band is, copyright. One day when I did that video and I said everybody ain't Jordan, Man, they copyrighted me and everything. Sent me a whole little paragraph in the email. I'm like, man, what is this?
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, you can't give nobody nothing and then try to silence them. You know what I mean? That's common sense. I ain't indicting myself. I'm trying to help people. It's supposed to be a teach and preach or whatever, however you want, teach and reach, whatever you want to call it. So why you trying to knock the truth from getting out there? Because you selling us that bull from Jump Street. That's just bottom line, bro. I told people they got to wake up though. They got to find out on their own. This government been playing on us, and everything they give you
Well, I
because they
did.
want to be in your
That's what I
fucking
said.
pocket. They won't be. They want every move you make. You feel
Well,
what I'm saying?
I did a video on New Orleans Saints how they got
Oh, that was a
Jarvis
big pick,
Landry,
Lou. That was a
huh?
big pick.
Yeah, like right now I got like 99 views on that. I'm like telling me my videos ain't getting out there like that. Some
Nah, they gonna freeze y'all. I ain't mad at them though. You know that's their stuff. They came out with it. They run it how they want run it. But like I said, you gotta. I be want to talk about a lot of stuff. But what I do notice, I met y'all on here, so all y'all already had pages before I did. So if I see y'all on there, I'd rather come cook with y'all. That's all I'm saying. Y'all still gonna hear me. I'm still supporting the best way I can, getting the
this is what
views
I'm
up,
gonna.
hitting the like button.
But this is what I'm gonna do during the week. Every day I'm put out like 3 to 5 videos every day now from here on out on football.
Man, look, like I
So,
told you, Lou. The reason why I try to put some people be like, man, why you doing this and why you doing that so much and everything like that. It's because niggas like James, them niggas they put me onto a lot of shit. The reason why I started doing polo motivation, which y'all really don't know, is from James because he come. I never really got into telling James that, but I'm here to tell him, polo motivation. Truth hurts is the foundation of that shit. That's why, like, James, he,
Thank you,
he
big dog.
yeah, he spits that real shit because it's like he gonna tell you what everybody else thinks. I'm going at the rate that Monty Brown going. I'm going at the rate that Ticket was going when he was dropping shit and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You
yeah.
gotta force feed they motherfucking ass down their throat, like what Two Raw doing. Because I'm
And I
not gonna shut.
respect that. I respect that. That's what I like about you niggas, because they
Um,
ain't gonna slow you down. That's how I know y'all real. I'm not no quitter, but my situation it's probably more greater than a lot of people because I got a lot of kids. I got six. Then I got, I got to provide just to help my girl. So at the end of the day, I just got my life back. I ain't out here repping on that. I was a convicted felon, couldn't get nothing. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm telling people that for a reason. It's cool when you're doing it. It's fun and all that. Till people go to snitching and getting you caught up. Then you're taking
Yeah.
away from your kids. So you're not really learning from your own mistakes. You being a follower. So I learned from my mistakes. You know what I mean? I learned slow money better than no money. As long as I'm out here getting it, Lord gonna keep blessing me with it. And guess what? Like I say, I got more than I ever had when I was out here with them cutthroat niggas. So I'm content with my position. I don't owe nobody nothing. Just like y'all shouldn't owe nobody nothing. Y'all comfortable in y'all own skin. Y'all comfortable how you living. I'm giving props to that, man. Everybody can't cheat the system and come on top, be riding business and always got jewelry around their neck. Then you ain't doing nothing but drawing attention to yourself. And then you got Instagram,
Yeah.
Facebook, and all this other stuff to get you caught up. You just see what happened to Young Thug and Gunna and them with the RICO Act. I was trying to tell BX yesterday. They, all these young dudes, crazy Polo, they
Word,
don't
word.
know the struggle, bro. They don't know the struggle, man. And they
Hey,
think this shit is a game, boy. Yeah, it's a
hey,
game to them people put you in them chains.
That's the
hey,
thing. They know everything, man. They know everything, man.
it's good. It's good. I tell them it's good to listen. I know a lot of. Hey, James, you probably do too, and Lou too. I know plenty of niggas that are squares now that are convicted felons that got like three
Shit.
felonies on their record. They're squares now. They flying
Shit.
straight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Me too, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I know
They
some people like that.
you better be lucky that didn't go out. That one didn't go out the park. I'm sorry, guys.
Hey,
I'm
bro, that's
watching that.
better than doing life or being dead on a t-shirt. I tell you that. I
I'm
Yeah.
watching
take
that.
being a square any day, boy.
Facts. Facts.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm watching that. I'm watching the baseball game right now. St. Louis versus San Fran.
San Francisco. Shit. Nah, man, that's some real shit though, man.
But I'm just waiting on this Phoenix and Dallas game, man.
Who y'all got in that one?
Nah, it's gonna be a good game, man. But I don't know, man. If I had to decide to pick one, I just had to pick Phoenix, man. I just had to pick Phoenix, man. But it's gonna be a good game. I won't be surprised whoever wins, man. I won't be
I'm like
surprised.
this, man. Chris Paul, you gotta show up, bro. You can't be on that. Can't be on that bullshit tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like I said, Green Leaf Show, I'm going with the underdog today. I messed up on my first pick with the Bucks because of the championship experience. The last 4 games, Chris Paul been turning the ball over one day in itself. And then you got to look at this. This a big stat too. Chris Paul had 4-2 nothing leads in his whole career and lost all of them. He had a
Yeah,
2 nothing lead in this series.
that's
So,
crazy.
bruh, well, just to repeat itself, I'm saying all that happened for a reason. You got to look at that. You got to take some of that stuff in consideration. Game sevens ain't been friendly to him. He 3-4. Now, can he go to 500? He can. If Booker show up and they feed Aiden in the post, because Dallas don't have no big man, but if they come out playing stupid, thinking they could just run on this team, Luca could run back on you. That's all I'm saying. And it could
This,
be, it get
but
ugly.
this is Luka's first game 7 of his career, though.
Oh, I ain't worried about that. I trust Luca. This ain't his first rodeo. This ain't his first rodeo.
First
I'm,
time in the semis, though. But yeah,
No, I'm just saying, as far as on the big stage nation, you say the dude was a champion overseas. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
What's more like? It's just another game. Pressure bust pipes. I understand that, but listen, if you great, go out there and be great. You saw what you can do to this team. Everybody counted you out. Everybody was saying 4-5. They never gave you 6 games. Now you're in game 7. Put the nail in the coffin. You got time. You got a chance to make history. They're already comparing you to Larry Bird. Come on, man. You go out there and be Bird then.
yeah. Saying Luca Magic and all this shit, man.
Yeah,
Nah,
just go out there.
Jason
he
Kidd.
played more like Paul Pierce.
Oh,
Paul
I
Pierce.
seen it. That was you did that video too, huh?
Yeah, he more like Paul
I,
Pierce,
I,
but
I seen that.
better,
That was a good video. I
a
told you I
better,
be watching all your shit.
Man,
Say,
Paul
bro,
Pierce.
I be on there, dog.
a
When I
better,
seen that, I had to think about it too. Yeah, I'm about to call you T Price because y'all two remind me of each other.
a better,
Polo.
a
Yeah,
better
that's the dude.
playmaking, a better play. Hey James, a better playmaking Paul Pierce.
I get. I see. I agree with that. I agree with that. I think he's better than Paul Pierce.
Because I
He's
used
better.
to like Paul Pierce's game. He was slow, but that motherfucker would use your ass.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I ain't like it when he played against the Knicks either, man. I still don't like that nigga, man. But you
Uh,
know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna talk about it.
Ooh, I'll never forget shit, man.
I ain't forgetting shit, man.
hey, bro, listen. Giannis, the first player in NBA history playoffs to average 200 points, 100 rebounds, and 50 assists in the
That's
playoff series.
yeah, that's crazy.
The dude put up numbers, bro. They just shut him down today. And he looked defeated. That boy looked tired. You know what I mean? That
Timothy,
dude, he
Yeah,
ain't got
he's
no gas. He couldn't do it, bro.
yeah.
Timothy Harris, you said Milwaukee would be bad. Giannis is going to be a problem. He's been a problem. He already got a ring, Finals MVP and defensive player in the same season. He's already been a player, defensive player in the same. And
Facts.
then you said
Hey,
the
like I said, I think for Giannis' career though, but he will get at least 3 to 4 rings.
Yeah, he got a chance too. I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
yeah, he got a chance.
They just got to get younger, dog. That's all. You're gonna have a lot of key free agents on the move. You know what I mean? You're gonna have people doing trades. So you don't need
And
no
like you
James
said,
Harden,
James,
no
like
Kyrie
you said,
Irving type
James,
player. Go get a like Dallas did. I told y'all when Dallas did that Spencer Dinwiddie trick pick up. I said them dudes gonna be a problem. Nobody ain't won't believe me.
they need to get another guy in there who can create his own shots, just like a Middleton can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, because Middleton, people got to realize that Middleton done been in the league for like 10 years.
that's what I'm saying. They old T like Brooke
Yeah.
Lopez, Drew Holiday, Wesley Matthews, all the people you relying
George
on.
George
George
Hill, man.
Hill. Come on, man, them
Shit.
dudes old, man.
This is old, man. Bobby Portis is getting up there now.
You got some, like I said, they got some young cats on the bench. They don't really want to play them.
Well, yeah, they don't want to play the. Yeah, that's crazy.
And
That's right.
going back to what James said, my fault, I didn't cut you off, Kinfolk, but listen, I like what you said about Chris Paul, but see, we also got to realize this about Chris Paul. You talk about the below 500 record. Another thing is this is his first time that he's averaged 3.6 assists. I'm not talking about that turnovers in
Yeah,
in a series, man.
yeah, he's struggling,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's crazy, dog. And I hear people say he a good point guard. I watched Jason Kidd take the next team to the finals 2 years in a row. He ain't
Right.
had it, dog. Jason Kidd ain't had what Chris Paul got on his Phoenix team. That's
Hell
all
no.
I'm saying.
Hell no.
But tonight's gonna be about the coaching tonight is gonna be Jason Kidd gonna outcoach Monty Williams, or Monty Williams gonna outcoach Jason Kidd.
But listen, Jason Kidd, a player, a champion who played the game at a high level. Some people consider him top five, top 10 point guard. You know what I mean? Since he got a
Yeah.
Yup.
chip now. So if you look at the way he played the game, defensive minded, getting everybody involved, I think him and Luca gonna match up now. I don't think Dinwiddie gonna be enough. They gotta keep building on what they started. Then they're gonna have to show up tonight. You're gonna have Reggie Bullock hit big threes. You got Luca can't go out there and play no hero ball. If Luca go out there and play hero ball, they getting their ass whooped.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You already know. Yeah, he can't do that. He
They had
can't
a
do.
good game last game, and then like I said, like I kept telling Tiki, and man, I'm gonna have to, oh Jesus, man, if they win, man, I'm gonna have to give him his props because he came up on here and told me that they gonna win. But Jalen Brunson, I keep maintaining this. Jalen Brunson, man, is a important as Luca, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's your playmaking, man. That's the guy that you need to rely on. If you take Brunson away from that squad, who's your ball handler? It's gonna be Luca. Oh yeah, that's fine,
Yeah.
but he's gonna be gassed by the fourth quarter.
I know one thing: if Dallas hitting no corner 3-point shots, ain't no chance you're gonna beat them.
See, that's what I like when Luca get everybody involved because you know you the flow general. You keep the ball, what, 75, 80% of the time. So you can always get your shot off and get in the spots that you need to get in. Get your other people involved. Build their confidence up. Let them see a couple of shots going so they can stay in tune with the game. I hate when Luca do go to that hero ball because then when they're not getting touches, Bullock not getting the shots that he need to keep it going and so forth, so on. So you already short of a big man the way they like to feed Aiden and JaVale McGee been killing you on the boards and stuff. When they play Drew out the big man and Booker be hot, CP3 really don't have to do nothing but just play a
I,
solid game. You know what I
I
mean?
always
So
said this too,
it's
James.
gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. But
When
I'm
Luca,
picking Dallas. I think Luca's gonna finally break that ice, and
I
people gonna be
always
like,
said
"Oh,
this too about Luca too. When Luca don't try to go out there and put up 40 points, and he keep his scoring under like 30 to 28 points, Dallas is unstoppable. You ain't no way you're gonna beat Dallas.
I mean, they keep shitting on Jason Kidd, but people got to realize, man, when he first got to Brooklyn, right? People forget about this. He made it to the semis with Paul
Back
Pierce
to back.
without Brook Lopez because he got hurt,
yeah,
and then
right,
he was 500 the next year, 500 or something like that with Milwaukee, and they made it to. I think they got out the first round, if I'm not mistaken. And then that very next year, that's when they started shitting on him and shit. You know what I'm saying? He didn't make it. Then he made it, and then he got bounced out of there that very season because he was there for a season.
I like what Jason Kidd did with Giannis when he was in Milwaukee. It's just that, them type coaches never get a fair shake. Look how long Terry Stotts stayed on Portland sideline. 8, 9 years, but Jason Kidd couldn't keep a job. You trading him from here, he losing the job over there after 2, 3 years. But these type coaches have 8, 9 years of just failures. Like, come on, bro. That's what I see. It's
Yeah,
some of these players
I
who
cannot
played the
believe the
game
Lakers
at a
think
high
about
level and
hiring
coach
him.
some of these dudes up.
I cannot believe Lakers think about hiring. He's the favorite to get the Lakers job too, man. I can't believe that.
Who?
Yeah, Terry Stott.
Boy, they done.
You better
So
sit
he
your
really the top candidate for the Lakers. Y'all, you ain't hire him. I wish they would. Boy, they gonna be another laughing stock of the league, boy.
and now what's his name might be in Charlotte, D'Antoni.
That might be a good fit the way he like to run, but man, D'Antoni, like I said, why we keep recycling the same old trash coaches? It just don't make no sense to me, man. Give Sam Cassell one of them young teams. Let Mark Jackson come back and coach. Give him a team that he just built and you took all his rings
I'm
from.
like this. What that mean? If you gonna get Terry Stott, that means they're gonna try to find a way to trade for Dame Lillard now. Come on, man.
That do make sense though, huh? Because that Terry Stotts let Dame Lillard do what he want. See, the players like them type of coaches. They don't want to be coached. That's the type. I like Dame Lillard. He got out the mud, but it goes to show you that's why he lost all those big leads to Golden State. You had three double-digit leads. Ain't no way in the world you supposed to tell me that team is supposed to lose that.
So you gonna trade what? Trade Dame Lillard for Westbrook, and you gonna let Portland get that? Dude,
I don't know.
because
That might be the thing though.
because it's hard to trade Dame Lillard because he got big contract too.
Well, that's why I like talking to Elder because Elder know about the money and the contracts and stuff. That's why I stay on the court, Lou. I don't know what the contracts be looking like, how much they be wanting, what they supposed to get. Because back then they wasn't paying our people nothing, and they still was going out there performing. You know what I mean? So to me, it ain't always about the money. If you love the game, you gonna get the money. You love the game, you're gonna go out there and perform, and like I said, they gonna still pay you. So if you don't love the game, you don't put enough James Harden eggs, and now you up for a contract talking about 60 mil, the highest paid dude in the NBA history. You about to give James Harden 60 mil. Well, no way. There's just too much going on out here. There's not enough coaching, and there's too much player movement. And they talking about chemistry. The reason why you can't get no chemistry because you're always switching your players. You trade them in the middle of the season. You trade them before All Star break. This season over with. Oh, that ain't work. Well, I'm about to trade him, get him over here. You
I'm
trading
gonna get
three for one.
I'm gonna get you for peeing on the floor. I'm gonna.
You keep trading three players for one, and you talking about you ain't got no depth. You ain't got this. I got tired of hearing excuses for Brooklyn. So that's all I'm saying. You trade everybody. And that dude kicked rocks on you, went somewhere else. Now he left you on stuck. That's why I tell people stop cheating the system. I don't care if that's your friend from AAU. Y'all supposed to be playing against each other.
Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this, guys. Like I don't got no rooting interest for no team in this in this NBA playoff from out because I'm a diehard Bull fan. Like at this point, I don't care who wins the championship. I'm
I
just gonna
still got fight in there. Like I said, my team it ain't gonna be easy. Whether we have to pick Golden State, Phoenix, or Dallas. You know, just getting past Boston, it's
and
gonna be hard.
7-8. And I like what 7-8 said a couple hours ago. If y'all going y'all rooted for Boston that whole time because y'all hated Giannis, y'all better keep rooting for them against Miami. Like if y'all don't, then he gonna call out everybody for being dick riders.
Nah, but that's how they go in this generation. That's why I told Greenleaf, I said I pick Giannis number 7. I ain't switching. I'm standing on that. You ain't gonna win them all, but I ain't gonna come up here and say, "Oh, Giannis ain't had this, Giannis ain't had that." They did a good job of shutting him down this last game. There's only one game to go. Boston made
What's up?
adjustment.
Like that's
Mike
why
Booty hold
What's
it.
up? What's up, Albuquerque Turkey? I'm gonna expose your ass right now too, man. You said Debo was a diva, man. You better not let that boy James and especially that nigga Luda Ryder here, yo, say that.
Hold up, what Debo Samuels?
Yeah, man. He said he
Man,
a
that dude
diva.
don't know football. You talking about
I
he a
was like,
beast?
nah, T.O.'s a diva. Motherfucking
Dog.
goddamn AB's a diva.
Debo is not a diva. He just want what's rightly owed to him. He just want that motherfucking money that's rightly owed to him. Cause without him, we don't go to the NLT championship game last year. Without him,
Dog.
we don't beat the Yankees Cowboys last year.
Man, Debo that nigga though.
Nigga broke two records in the same season. He broke Jerry Rice's record and the 1,300 and 300 receptions record or
So
Man, that
rushing.
pay,
nigga
so
Debo is
pay the
something
motherfucking
serious.
man. Pay Debo Samuel where he's rightfully owed.
And
But
they
why niggas
negotiating. You
hate
said they
on Debo?
negotiating, right, Lou?
Say what?
They negotiating, right?
Yeah, they're negotiating right now. They said they're on the negotiating table right now. All these little trade value trade thing they want to happen is not happening now. Cause Trey Lance talked Debo into staying with the 49ers. Like, be patient, man. You're gonna get paid. Like, I can understand where Debo was coming from about wanting to get traded because he felt like the fans and the organization wasn't treating him right.
Yeah, when you losing a dude like that, Lou, this dude doing everything. Punt team, kickoff team, Swiss Army knife, receiver, running back, slash quarterback when you need him out the wildcat and come on, man. You gotta break it through. And then he put up
You said a towel boy. Hell no.
Beyond Pussy Polo, I thought when AJ Brown got that 57 million guarantee, Debo was good and gone on draft night.
Hey, see and see that's how I know I can't take you serious, Albuquerque Turkeys, because I already told you that my team is Tampa Bay. Okay, so yes, Tampa Bay is my squad. But salute to everybody that pulled up today.